Greetings, friends and allies. I am back with another video today, and today I'm going to be walking you through character creation. It is a process that is basically your start to Guild Wars. So, starting from the ground up, and then with this special character I'm going to walk you through the entire story. I have big plans for this character, not this one, the one I'm about to create. Without further ado, let's get to it. You hit the create button in the bottom right of the select menu. I'm gonna select a human here because they're pretty familiar and pretty common. Humans have lost their homeland, their security, and their former glory. Even their gods have withdrawn, and yet the human spirit remains unshaken. These brave defenders of Kryta continue to fight with every ounce of their strength. So admirable. We're gonna make a guy. And we're gonna make an elementalist, because that's the only class I don't have right now. There's 8 active professions currently. The Revenant will be released upon Heart of Thorns expansion. These are the heavy classes up here, the medium classes, and the light classes. Warrior, Garden, Revenant, Ranger, Thief, Engineer, Necromancer, Elementalist, and Mesmer. Next. I'm gonna make him pretty short. You can adjust his height. And these 3 functions in here, you can zoom in or zoom out, hide armor or show armor, and toggle the lighting. So you can see how it looks different ways. I'm gonna go physique now, part of this drop down menu. And there's you can go beefy or scrawny. I like the last option. Gonna hide the armor real quick. I like that option a lot. Caramel is a good natural skin color. Looking good. Head options. I like this head. The middle of the first page is very nice. Change his hair color to black. And the top right of the first is the one I picked for this character. There's a slew of other hairstyles. This one's really new. It's got the floof in the back, but I like this hairstyle. Simple, clean cut. We don't want to give him any facial hair. It all looks pretty weird, so we're gonna go no facial hair. Eye color is really fun. Can make it icy blue, bright blue, brown. I'm gonna go my human thief. She has violet eyes and she has bright purple hair also, so it looks awesome. But I'm gonna give him brown eyes. He looks pretty good. His face looks pretty good. I'm gonna make his upper lip a little thicker. You can change all of these, and this can take hours. Just take your time with this. It's really fun and funny. I'm gonna make his jaw a little wider, chin a little shorter. Yeah, very nice. Armor dyes, we're gonna leave the armor dyes like they are. Okay, I study all the elements, but I wear a gem that symbolizes my love of water, fire, earth, or air. Water, whether frozen or flowing, is life, and its currents run deep in us. This gives you your first helm. The first headpiece that you have is a water circlet, a fire circlet, an earth circlet, or an air circlet. Fire's hunger, its destructive burn, demands respect. It immolates and clears the path for new growth. Earth is the foundation that supports all life. Stone fortifies us, rock grounds us. Air is the source of all life. It is invisible, and yet it can destroy whole villages. This has really no, effect on your character later on. It's just whichever one you think looks better, really. I'm gonna choose water. This, used to have an effect on your character, but it doesn't anymore. Charm. I'm charming. No one can resist me when I'm at my best. I know just what to say to lighten the mood or bolster courage. Dignity. I'm dignified even when I'm up to my ears in mud. It is what makes people respect me. A serious, thoughtful demeanor is the route to success. I'm ferocious. Threatening violence gets me further than anything else. I'm a natural, though I do try to use my powers of intimidation for good. I'm gonna go with dignity. This, selection does your level 10. It determines your level 10 story. Among the nobility. I grew up among nobles, including my friend Lord Farron, who can trace their ancestry back to ancient kings. I received an excellent education, am well versed in courtly graces, and understand the responsibility that comes with privilege. By common folk. I was raised among the common folk of Divinity's Reach. We're the working class, the cogs that keep the city running. I help out at a tavern owned by my friends Andrew and his daughter Petra. Street rat. I grew up poor on the streets, living hand to mouth. Every day was a challenge, but I tell my old buddy Quinn, if it doesn't kill ya, it makes you stronger. I've worked hard to change my luck, but I've still got a long way to go. This story, I think, is the most entertaining. I'm gonna pick this one. One of my biggest regrets, this will be your level 20 story, is that I never searched for my true parents. When I was an infant, I was abandoned at an orphanage. A kind couple adopted me and became my family. However, I've always wondered about my birth parents. I never recovered my sister's body. My sister was Seraph. Centaurs killed her while she was out on patrol, and they never recovered her body. And it always has bothered me. I passed up an opportunity to perform in the circus. When I was young, I had an opportunity to perform in the circus, but I turned it down. To this day, I'm sorry I didn't leap at the chance. I'm gonna go circus. I don't know what this really does. Everyone said I was blessed by blank when I was young. Duena, the goddess of healing, air, and life, is the even-tempered leader of the old gods. She's often depicted as a young, tall, and slender, rising into the air on immense feathery wings. Grenth. Grenth is the god of darkness, ice, and death. His acolytes know that the veil between worlds is thin. Death does not frighten me. Even the darkest nights give me comfort because Grenth watches over me. Balthazar. Balthazar, the god of war, fire, and challenge, oversees the battle arena. He gifts those who have a knack for combat strategy and skill with weapons. I have trained hard to honor Balthazar. Melandru. Melandru, the goddess of nature, earth, and growth, can be found in every harvest and every flower. She smiles upon those like me who have an affinity with animals. I am a follower to Melandru. Cormyr. Cormyr is the goddess of order, spirit, and truth. She was once mortal like me. She inspires me every day to find greater courage and to seek rightness of heart, mind, and action. And last but not least, Lissa. Lissa wears many masks. She is the dual-faced goddess of beauty, water, and illusion. She is the patron of the most attractive and graceful among us. Her blessings have touched me all my life. He's pretty attractive, I guess. But I'm gonna go with Cormyr. Alright, and this is a summary of what you've just chosen. Cormyr, the goddess of truth, blessed me when I was young. That though trouble may follow me, I overcome it with dignity. My people are dirt poor, and I've struggled all my life. I've made something of myself, and the only thing I regret is that I turned down a chance to perform in the circus. I'm an elementalist, and I study all the elements. I wear a gem that symbolizes my love of water. This is my story. Signed, Banner Boy. That'll make sense later. Ah! Banner Boy Roan. And then it does a cinematic.
The human race once ruled Tyria. Now, we struggle to hold our ground. We've been defeated, driven back, broken, but we will not surrender. So many nations have fallen. Only Kryta still stands. Our faith is strong despite the silence of the six gods. With courage, we'll make our stand in Divinity's reach. The city is my home. I grew up on the streets. Although I have friends, my life has always been hard. I've faced the worst this city could throw at me, and I sent it home bleeding. I'm done living hand to mouth. There's a war on our doorstep, and I refuse to be buried by it. Today I stepped outside Divinity's reach, hoping to find better luck outside the city. The problem is, when I arrived in Shaymore, the village was under attack by centaurs. Innocent villagers are in danger. Someone has to help. I can take care of myself, but that's not enough anymore. Someone has to help those who can't. This is my story.
That was the beginning cinematic of the choices you made. And now we do the very first story, Defense of Shaymore. And, oh, it was reset. I have my chest. So I can level him up 3 times after this. Getting around. Use the WASD and keys to move your characters. Use them to move around now. Click on this hint to close it. Okay. Then you go talk to this guy with the star over his head. Go to the inn now. Camera control. Hold down the right mouse button to move your control your camera like that. Alright. I'm just gonna run past these trash mobs. And I have my dodge key keybinded to shift. When you get the game, it'll automatically be keybinded to V. I'll show you how to change that real quick after this.
Sergeant, there are more centaurs on the other side of town. Captain Thackeray's calling for reinforcements at the garrison.
If he's calling for help, it must be serious. But I can't spare anyone.
I'll go. Captain Thackeray's never failed Divinity's reach. If I can help him, I will.
Balthazar, bless you. That's the spirit that'll win this war. Good luck.
Alright. Now we have to go to the garrison, which is this way. Centaurs are attacking. I always jump over the tufts of grass. Suppose I could run through them, but that would stain my boots. And when you start, you're equipped with a weapon. For Elementalist, it's dagger. It's a weapon specific to your profession. So this is Shaymore Garrison. So we always go to where the star is. So the star is in the middle right here. There's Captain Thackeray, the hero of Divinity's Reach. So then this little bar here, it'll get filled up a little bit each time you kill a centaur. There you go. And when it gets to almost full, well, you'll see. You fight the big dude, the High Sage, which is sort of like an elementalist of centaurs. And another thing is I have auto-targeting turned off, so I use tab or click to select my enemies. But it might actually be good to have auto-targeting on for this story mission. And this is probably the last centaur that we'll kill before the Modnir Sage comes up. There he is. Champion Modnir High Sage. And we don't end up killing him. Spoiler alert. We get him to about half, and then he goes invulnerable. Oh, there he goes, invulnerable. Chase after him. And then they disperse. And he creates a huge earth elemental, which we have to kill. So, and a really good trick here is Captain Thackeray is a guardian by profession, and he puts up this bubble, and it gives you stability, and that prevents you from being knocked back by the knockbacks it does. So, that's essential. I'll go back over here, get some more stability. Ignore that earth elemental behind you. Fast. I think this is timed. The most I've ever gotten is almost 2 hands down. He definitely doesn't die. He explodes after whatever amount of time it allots for it. Stability doesn't last as long as I remembered. Okay, we killed both hands this time. That's the most I've ever done. And then we have another cutscene.
Where am I? What happened?
You were injured when the elemental exploded. Captain Thackeray brought you here personally. You've been unconscious for 3 days. You had lots of visitors. Villagers you rescued, some seraph, and a nervous, shady-looking character who came by every day, but wouldn't give his name.
That'd be my friend Quinn. You might want to check your supply cabinets. I'll find out what he wanted once I'm fully recovered. What should I do now?
Fresh air and exercise are the best medicine. The goddess Duena helped you. Perhaps you could help others?
Thanks, I will. And thanks for taking such good care of me.
Bless you. You'll find plenty to do out in the valley. May Duena protect you.
And that is the conclusion of the first story mission. We get a dull dagger. It's a little better than our dull knife. And we get a lot of experience points. A whole level, actually. And we level up. We got new equipment. Click here. You just received a weapon. Your hero panel displays items you can inventory you can equip, as well as your character's stats. Open it by clicking the icon in the top left or by pressing the H key. Weapon skill 2 unlocked. Drake's Breath. Can breathe fire. It's awesome. accept that. And that is the conclusion of Banner Boy Roan's first steps into the world of Tyria. He has 24 stats on all the regular attributes. This is where you put accessories and whatnot, gathering tools. And that's his armor. That's your hero panel. And very well, friends and allies. That is my time. I will see you next time. Bye.